Back in 2021, I had the opportunity to talk to Yuva Gambhir, a young man living with Duchenne muscular dystrophy who had just graduated high school. At the time, we spoke on Zoom because of his medical condition and, at the time, COVID-19. Now, Yuva is preparing to graduate from college, and this time around, I met him in person to shed light on Duchenne and learn more about everything he's accomplished over the last 4 years.
Around 3 years old, my parents started noticing that I was kind of fatiguing faster and not keeping up.
Yuva Gambhir was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy as a child and started using a wheelchair around age 12. Duchenne is a fatal degenerative neuromuscular disease that affects mostly boys and men. There are about 15,000 people living with Duchenne in the U.S. and about 300,000 worldwide. The disease currently has no cure.
Your heart is a muscle, also your diaphragm is a muscle, so it's also affecting those vital organs, which really has like a impact on overall life expectancy. It's been tough, and it's part of it is just kind of expecting like these are certain things that are just going to happen with the condition.
Historically, the life expectancy has only been about 18 to 20 years, but with recent advancements in some small treatments and a little bit of care improvement, that has increased about 10 years.
Deborah Miller has a special connection to the disease. Her son Hawken was diagnosed when he was 6.
We were basically told he has Duchenne muscular dystrophy. There's no treatment. There's no cure. There's nothing you can do. Go home and love your son. Here we are 23 years later. He's 28 years old. He graduated from honors in journalism from USC. Fully employed now, working for a company called Permobil that actually makes the big power wheelchairs that most of these guys use.
Inspired by Hawken, Deborah founded the nonprofit Cure Duchenne to fund research, assist families affected by the condition, support clinics treating patients, and empower the Duchenne community with hope.
The mission is to improve and extend the lives of everybody affected with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. We are working diligently, and we have some really good research in the pipeline.
There's still kind of definitely a long way to go in terms of what needs to be done, and there's clearly a very big unmet need. There's still most people with Duchenne don't live much past their 30s. Throughout my life, there now have been a few promising therapies. Also, even if these treatments are kind of too late to be around to help someone at my age, I'm also thinking about all the other individuals and like all the people who are still unborn with this condition. I'm pretty hopeful that something is going to come out pretty soon.
Yes, they can do great things, and they will have a bright future. And that's something I'm really passionate about, is for them to know that because they have Duchenne doesn't mean they can't have a wonderful life.
Just like Yuva, who's now a very busy 24-year-old, wrapping up his final year at the University of Pennsylvania, where he studies cognitive science.
Sometimes I felt like I missed out on certain experiences, like having roommates, for example. But I think looking back, I had many of the same experiences and challenges as most people go through in college, and it feels nice.
Outside of juggling his studies and internships, Yuva also runs a startup company and leads guided meditations for other men with Duchenne. He's given TEDx talks. He even DJs with an adaptable controller, a passion that started when he couldn't attend some off-campus parties because the buildings weren't wheelchair accessible.
I was like, why not bring the party to me? So I hosted a couple parties in my dorm room.
His life motto: life is hard, party harder.
It's a time where you kind of forget about everything that's going to happen in the future, everything that haunts you from the past, and you're really just there in the moment with your friends, listening to music, having a good time. But I think by just kind of doing a lot and doing everything that I find interesting right now instead of waiting for some time in the future, it also makes life a lot more enjoyable.
Yuva and his family are hosting Bollywood Blingo on Saturday at the Switch House in Fishtown. It's going to be a night of bingo, fashion, food, entertainment, including DJ sets by Yuva and the chance to make a difference. Get more details on our website. And Yuva will graduate from the University of Pennsylvania in May, so congrats to him. And thank you all for watching Philly Live today.